Today, Nissan released a teaser video of their entire upcoming product line, with one very notable change. The next generation Z was shown for the first time officially from Nissan. Before this, we only really had artist renderings that people have done on a potential new Z car, and these are definitely fun to look at, and they usually inspire some pretty heated debate about what people think the car should look like eventually. If you ask me, it seemed like a lot of people really did want this retro design. But today's video is important, as it served as a real confirmation from Nissan that we will see this next generation Z car, and potentially even very soon. Before this, all we really had officially was a handful of quotes from Nissan executives that, if you ask me, definitely didn't really confirm anything. In 2018, we heard the following quote from Nissan's Senior VP for Global Design. "Let's be honest, I think we all would love to see the Z continue. The classic proportions will never go out of style, so stay tuned, as you may never know what you may see from Nissan in the future." So I'm going to play the video here for you in a second. I'm sure you've already seen it. And I want to discuss a few notable aspects of the design that jump out to me. I think they definitely did a good job of not giving the whole design away just yet. After all, it is a teaser video. But they certainly gave us a few hints and things that we can speculate about. So they showed their initial product line of all these new cars, and then we see the very first frame of the new Z car. And I think the first thing that stands out to everyone is that rear roof line that slopes down. It's very iconic to the first generation Z car, and I think it looks like they have it almost exactly how it was in the original, so that's really great. So next we get this great rear quarter panel view, and to me this is when I got really excited, because this is just almost taken directly from the 240Z, and I think it looks great. So we also have a very slight, it's very subtle, but this view of this back panel that might be very similar to the 240Z. You can kind of see a bit of what the taillights might look like. But overall, it looks very kind of old school inspired. So the last thing that really jumped out at me is this headlight design. I'm not sure what to say about it other than that it's kind of interesting looking. So we'll see kind of when they put more information out. And to that point, I'm really excited to see what they put out next on this car and what they show us next. So the last thing I wanted to show you was a really interesting drawing that I found on Reddit by somebody who kind of wanted to give a little bit more, I don't know, substance to the silhouette, and it looks like he tried to base it as much as he could on what was actually shown, so I think that's great, because as you'll see, this video is pretty short. I did want to kind of do a little bit more of speculation and review about what the car is going to be like, you know, actual performance, the drivetrain, things like that, but none of that stuff is confirmed, and I think we're going to have plenty of time to talk about that stuff as that information trickles out. But I kind of want to make sure that the information that I'm showing people on this channel is what we know, and just try to keep it confined to that as much as possible. But yeah, I mean, going back to this drawing, it's really interesting. I think it definitely helps, considering he just traced it off of that. But it definitely helps to kind of visualize what this car might look like. To me, that's not perfect, but I think if it looked like that or looked close to that, I think they're going to sell this car. I think it's going to be a really interesting car to watch, and I'm really excited the way that they started doing this, and they're just going to kind of slowly trickle out some of this information. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it.